Okay, today the chat will have a little bit of delay because I will be relying on OBS to read the chat. I cannot have the stream open on a window because otherwise I will not be able to see OBS. So if I answer slowly, keep that in mind. And as always, we are starting soon, just a few minutes so people can join, watch the ads if there are any, and then we will continue our Phoenix Wright adventures. Man, I'm tilted because now I have to learn a bunch of stuff for Linux. Oh man, I remember I tried to learn Linux a long time ago when I was a lot younger. Oh, I can see YouTube chat on OBS. The sound is weird. Why is it weird? It's not that hard, it's just tedious. It is just very tedious. There is buzzing. Yeah, I was wondering, because I can see on OBS there is a little bit of peaking on my mic. Let me try changing the gain. How about now? Is there buzzing still? Now it's good? Okay, I lowered the gain on the mic. I don't know what was causing the buzz. I can hear it. Huh. Wait a second. How about now? Yeah, I can still see the mic peaking for some reason. I moved it away. How about now? Still buzz? I will plug and unplug the mic. 1 second, guys. I will enable the game audio so you can still have some music. Is it fine now? Okay, perfect. So my guess is that when I moved the mic closer to myself, the cable may have been a little bit unplugged, and when I moved it back, I also pushed the cable a little bit in, and maybe that cleared the buzz, but I just unplugged and unplugged anyways, just for safety. Yes, to be extra sure. Yeah, it was probably a loose plug. Yep. Okay. So we're ready to continue. Man, this case just started and it's already pretty crazy, not gonna lie. And man, where are my notes? Because I have been so busy, today was not able to check my notes before we started, so okay, here they are. I have this little sticky notes pad I got from an event to look for jobs, and I take notes of the game there. I have hosted a Minecraft server on my own server machine using Ubuntu Linux. Yesterday I went into a mod dimension and tried to use a map item on the mod that the mod gives. It error out of my account now. Oh man. Okay. There was a few things I wanted to discuss before we started playing, but my memory is as always failing me. Let me think for a second. What was it? Oh, yeah. Wait a second, ambulance. Okay, never mind, it's gone. It's soft-log out of the server. I have to use software called NBT editor to find the item for the files from the files and remove it. Problem is, I got to install mono to install NBT. Oh, and then I got to build NBT editor because you can't just install it for Linux. I don't know how to build it. How to build it out of GitHub. Basin is back. That's weird. How about now? Maybe it's my phone. Can you still hear it? Or it could be my PC. If there is an issue with the power distribution inside my PC, that can cause the bus. But OBS, I can see the mic lines on OBS and they are fine. When you guys were complaining about the bus before, the lines were not fine at all. But now they are fine. Keep mic away from the headset. I guess it's solved now. I feel sleepy today. I will fall asleep halfway. I'm here. Welcome. As long as it works, it's fine. Lol. I don't hear any buzz for now. Yeah, I don't know. On OBS, from what I can see, it's fine. I don't know if there is something wrong, but I've been even doing some cleanup work on my PC. I've been freeing space on the hard drives and the SSD so I can have like less clutter and everything works a lot better now that I have been decluttering my PC. Okay, guys, I wanted to talk about something before I forget. So today on the Discord, I made a post on the off-topic channel. I pinned the post, so if you want to check it out, you can go to the off-topic channel, pin post, and you can jump to it. In that post, I ask you to react with a thumbs up if you think, no, if you're certain that you will be able to participate of the first community event in which you guys send pictures of your favorite local dish, either cooked by yourself or from your favorite place, whatever is easier for you, with a description of the dish, the name, and where is it from. Obviously, do not dox yourself, be careful with that. If you go to the restaurant, make a picture of the dish so it's not, people cannot identify the surroundings or stuff like that. Try to be as discreet as possible with your location. And yeah, then I will show them on stream and share it with the community. I will make an event channel so you can guys put your pictures there. So anyone that is willing to participate, please press the thumbs up on the reactions so I can have a little bit of a head count, because it doesn't make any sense to do this mini event if there is only like 3 or 4 people participating. It would be cool to get at least 9 people. 7 would be like would be acceptable, but getting as close as possible to the amount of members we have inside the Discord would be great. All 14 I don't think will participate, but who knows. But the more the merrier. And yeah, that will obviously later become a clip that will be uploaded as a separated video on the channel. The second thing I wanted to talk about is Ray and Sumire. So officially we have a Sumire alt coming, and we have Ray coming. My guess is that Ray will be a striker because she's a baseball player, and it could be very lore. It would be very good lore flavor for that to happen. And Sumire will be a support, either a special or a striker support, but I don't think she will be an attacker. I think she will be a support since she's training Ray, so she's in a supportive role lore-wise for this event. So those are my guesses for those two. When it comes to damage type, armor type and all that stuff, I don't have too much of a guess, to be honest. We got elastic, and previous to that we got heavy, special, penetrating, so they could be explosive maybe, but I would be... I don't know, I'm torn between penetrating damage and explosive damage, either or. Attackers uses guns, she uses a bat, so she's gonna be special. Who knows, who knows? Every student in Blue Archive has a gun anyways, so... What banner is next? I forgot. In JP, we are getting a new event. A baseball event, with Rei and Sumire as the main characters of that event. Also, I cannot wait to see what other characters will appear during the story, because that's always an indicator for future alts. Okay, let's continue talking with this very awkward lady, and then obviously guys, if you have any questions or stuff about Blue Archive, I will read it and talk about it. But let's move on, because this case, from what I've seen from you guys, someone said this is longer than 3 and 4 together, so we better get a move. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was it yesterday? Special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. Roadmap for future bosses following JP. My guess is yes, but I'm not completely sure about that. I think they have been following JP pretty much. I feel like I'm hoarding resources. Well, here's the thing. Resources in Blue Archive are very scarce once used with no significant progress. I get what you mean, but see it this way too. Resources in Blue Archive can be pretty scarce. Once you start spending them, they go away pretty quick. So the best way to spend them is being goal oriented. So for example, let's say, okay, you want to do Torment Bina, or you want to do Torment Gebura, or whatever you want to do. At that point, you need to use those resources to build the characters towards that goal. There is no point on just building characters because who knows, maybe they are useful. Focus on 1 or 2 goals at a time and build characters towards that goal. And having resources for characters that are coming is always good, because building back catalog is always a lot harder than building forward. So it's fine hoarding resources, because as long as you have a goal in mind, having the resources at hand is always better than having to farm them at the moment and chase those resources. So don't worry too much about it. You should know the full misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocents. That's true, and yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. I have an adult Shun, but I cannot seem to invest in her because I don't know if I really need her. Adult Shun is not only the best character for PvP, so investing on her for PvP is always a good idea, but Adult Shun is also pretty popular for speedrun strategies. Also in multi-team scenarios, if you have a team that just needs to go in and finish the job, having Shun to give you that kickstart is always good, so investing in her, it's pretty safe. So if you want to invest on Shun, go ahead, because she's a pretty safe investment. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they'll call me the cough-up queen. Ew. Ew, brother, ew. Those sunglasses look fly as fuck. Oh, yeah, you mean the Emma sunglasses. I did not pay attention, I will pay attention next time. The most heinous of all evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? I know, but there is really no progress. I go in game, use my AP and log out. Well, I do that too. That's not bad. Having the game not consume all the time you have, all your free time, is not bad. In the end, the progress, again, it's the goals you put to yourself. For example, my goal right now on JP is to be able to do Torment on every raid, and then I will focus on going for Lunatic on one raid at a time. Right now I'm stabilizing my core for each raid to do Torment. So progress is tied to your goals, not to what you do in the game. So do not worry too much. It's getting repetitive. The only good thing I can do in 8 minutes record. Well, that's not bad. Again, having the game not use all your time could be something that you should look at positively, maybe. I don't know why people is so obsessed with getting their time consumed. Time is so precious. Time is the most valuable resource of them all. I recommend just reading or rereading if you have nothing to do in the game. Also, guys, keep in mind the following concept, okay? Salary, what companies pay you, is the price of your free time. So they are paying you to spend your free time working for them. Time is so valuable. So having a game that you have a daily routine that takes less than 10 minutes, and then you have these events where you put some time in, that's not bad. You can use all the time you're not using in between events or raids or stuff to do other stuff that is more valuable. So again, do not look at it as something that is bad. And if you want to spend more time in game, there is so much dialogue, stories, optimizing that you can do. You can even be creative with your cafe. There is a lot of stuff to do. You just have to find what you like. And if you are getting bored of the game, don't force yourself to play it. When you start forcing yourself is when you get burnt out anyways. So do not worry too much about it. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing is clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Yeah, I can see. What do you witness? So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Mrs. Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife, so her knife flash in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey? I wonder. She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Angel. Could we ask you about yourself, Mrs. Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and the best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No, only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General TSO Trilobite lunch? That's such a weird word. I'm not bored of the game. Take this as an example. During 3.0, I pulled Hina, got her to max, and saw her absolutely destroy everything. That got me happy. I'm looking for that kind of returns. Same happened in 3.5 with Battle Hoshino. Well, I get what you mean. Characters like that, they really give you a feedback for your investment. You invest into them and then you see stuff evaporate and you feel like the investment was worth. When some other characters, you invest on them and you feel like little changes. But on the other hand, you have to look at it this way. All the investment you do previously on other characters allowed you to have your Hina and your Hoshino do that amount of devastation, because without the correct support they cannot do that work. So maybe you can look at the work between big booms as how you say it, steps to get there when the time comes. Yeah, they are building blocks. That's the word I was looking for. They are whatever you do in between now and getting your next big powerful character, it's building blocks for you to actually find that success you're looking for. Manga channel, or do I post manga stuff in the anime channel? Anime channel, manga channel, it's let's say it's anime manga channel. So yeah, you can put that there. Remember that it has to adhere to the rules, so no NSFW stuff, or you know, keep it safe for work. No raunchy stuff. Yeah, and not raunchy, just keep it clean. If you put it that way, that is something I can get behind. Yeah, that's how I see it. I always see the stuff as part of the process, so everything is just another step towards my goal. That really changed my perspective. It's interesting. It's really interesting because the more I talk with people, the more I realize that the way I see stuff is not always the way other people see it. And it may sound weird, but I've been always a loner, so it's kind of funny when I see how my ideas are actually so different sometimes. A lot of people think like I do. That's also something that always surprises me when I find people that actually thinks the way I do. But it's always a fun experience to see how my perspective can be either very different or very on point with other people. I don't know. I'm always expect to have people to think that what I think is stupid or people to completely agree. We live in such an extreme society with everything that it's hard to find people that take what you say in a balanced way. I don't even want to appreciate a part of a trilobites flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. So she has a boyfriend. I will take note of that. Angel has BF security. Call me Grump, but we had something like that 10 to 20 years ago. Most people were not insane. True. No, dude, that is important. She has a boyfriend that works in security, so she has an alibi. And if she was the real murderer, she can, like, that's she have an alibi and someone that can corroborate her version even if it's not true. So that's an important thing to keep note of. Your boyfriend? See, security room over there. The glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in to see him. You can do an event showcasing clubs of their account. This can be fun. We can show our creativity and room organizing skills. True. That could be fun too. Okay. Wait. In the Discord I have a channel that is only for my access. That I keep notes for stuff on the stream. So after food stream, we do BA cafe stream. Angel has taken them. Yeah, she's packing more than just lunches, you know. She has a lot of stuff in there. Since you are here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. I need to work on mine. I'm not good with wallpapers. Man, I will definitely not show my cafe too. Oh man, my cafe is a mess, lol. I have a decent first cafe in my opinion. You guys have seen mine. Mine are decent, but they are not great either. But I will be grading you guys from 1 to 10. And the worst will get the badge of shame. And the best will get the badge of glory. I don't know what they will be, but man, I will come up with something. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, I think it's good enough. Nice. I'm proud of my cafe. Nice. You, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. I'll take my one now, thanks. Come on, Alvin. I'm pretty sure you will do a good job. If you spend 10 minutes adjusting your cafe, you will do a good job. I use a preset and just modified it a little to fit what I have, because I don't have all the accessories, I mean all the furniture to build a preset completely. So I took a preset, just moved stuff around, added my own stuff. That helps a lot. I set my Kisaki furniture besides Hina piano so she can watch Kisaki exercising. Kisaki exercising? Kisaki only lays in her throne. Actually, Sherlock, 10 minutes is not enough. Well, that's how much I spend on it, so... She does stretches behind the throne. I never pay attention to that. I need more purple Istanbul rockets. I never do joint fire drills. because I get overwhelmed by the menu. Huh. You should do them. I always upload a guide, so you have half of the work cut out for you. You don't know how much brain juice is spent thinking and imagining the layout? Well, that's true, but I'm not that creative. But I admire the people that have that kind of creativity. I actually have the funniest screenshot. I'll show you on Twitter. Okay, I'll check it up later. I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old plums in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. Oh my god, this girl... Maya has like 300 IQ compared to Emma, and Emma is supposed to be the science girl. I mean, now you're talking, Kofa Queen. Emma is dorky. Kinda, yeah. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not sure. I agree, Mr. Wright, I agree. Okay, let's examine here just a little bit more in case I miss something. Ah, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Okay, so that didn't change. Oh, now I cannot slide. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure what a door means. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Step ladder. I sent you the screenshot. Okay, I'll check it out in a bit. Let me grab my phone to check it up. Step ladder is stuck. Check VA generally sent screenshots. Oh man. I'm getting bombarded. Oh, true. She actually stretches. I had completely forgotten about that. I have seen it. I have seen it before. That's quite a funny one. Black Lockhart. That's quite a funny one. G. Okay, Mikan, I don't use Discord, I know, that's why I say we miss you. Saya got in the way and said that, yeah. Wait, what is that? Okay. Okay. Let's move to the prosecutor's office. I remember that we were told that we could go there by the freaking cowboy that I hate. February 22, High Prosecutor Office, room 1202. Wait a second. Guys, is it me or this room is filled with references to the previous cases? There is the Steel Samurai here, the T-set from the hotel. Well, that's Edgeworth's suit for some reason. What else? What other references in there? Oh, the K maybe from the dude that the killer in the hotel case, maybe, or maybe I haven't seen this K before. I don't know. I wonder why. Yeah, I know, but it's quite funny. I was not expecting to see all of those. This is kind of this is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there is a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice, Edgeworth? Yes, I knew it. Long time no see. Friendo, edgy boy. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. Oh no, we have a fangirl now. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I have been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me. We are just here to investigate a murder case. A murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What a fit. Oh my god, Emma. She's always messing up. She hasn't said a good thing since we entered this office. Oh my god. I wonder why. Tomorrow's Asuna's birthday. Oh, Edgeworth is so edgy for some reason. Yeah. Man, that face. That disappointment face. What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Holy smokes. Man. Let's see. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K in it. Mumbles of the prosecutors. What? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? Hello, Aru. Hello. How you doing? We are continuing our adventures in Phoenix Wright, but as always, feel free to ask anything related to Blue Archive. And by the way, I don't remember if you are in the Discord. I think you are, but if you're not, we are organizing an event soon to come, depending on the number of participants. But people will be sending pictures of their favorite local dishes, either cooked by themselves or from their favorite restaurant, and then I will be showing them on the stream. So if you are not in the Discord, but I think you are, I'm pretty sure you are, you can participate if you like. And after that, we will do a cafe tournament with people sending their cafes, and the winner will be crowned and the loser will be shown. I don't know. We will find something. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What so? So that K stands for king. Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like the employee of the month, only better. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors at the PD on the day of the murder. Can we look at it again? So that's the King of Prosecutor shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken? That's a good question, actually. Wow, this jacket is even lazier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket? Right, I have never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe it will be something naughty. I'll take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I heard that name somewhere before. Wendy? Who's Wendy? Are we talking about that old lady? But she's Windbag, not Wendy. And besides it, a giant... Yeah, it's the old bag. A giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There is something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? I don't think so. Whoa, how cute! What a pretty tea set. I get more for the instant tea bags myself. I go get more for the instant tea bag myself. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They are all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend, what an exquisitely splendid concoction. There is such a thing as taking a hobby too far. So, is it me or Phoenix Wright is just jealous because Edgeworth has money? Wow, these are all case files. They are stacked up to the ceiling. There is even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Oh. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these cases report so closely, he's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets on that ladder. Aha, so we know a weakness of Edgeworth. He's afraid of heights. Now we can push him down and he will scream in fear. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue is it's in a bit of a tight spot. Phoenix is jealous? Yeah. Edgeworth has the money, the fangirls, the reputation. Edgeworth has it all, except for the girlfriend Phoenix stole in university. The Red Knights have surrounded the Blue Pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn, his head is kind of spiky, kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be a pretty avid chess player. Yeah, we got him beat on that. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. Let's see, a work desk is quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange, why did I just picture Gumshoe? Maybe I'll just take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as pillows. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. Yeah, I can't believe it too. This girl is too much of a fangirl. I bet in the morning he has a sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. Ew. I agree, bro. I agree. Bruh. He's so cool. Nah, girl, you're just obsessed. Sofa hair is cool. She's such a fun girl. Wow. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until the impact with the ground would be... Got it, approximately 3.23 seconds. Spiky hair cooler? Yeah. That's what her girl said in university. That's handy to know. I will need to check the math. Okay, let's talk to him then. The case. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, check out. I did already. But I can check it again if you want. Give me a second. Wait, so you're the chief prosecutor little sister then? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Once more, I will. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. Girl needs to speak less. Lol. Yeah. The thing is that Maya is dumb, but it's not that chatty. This girl is too chatty. I think they were trying to show something during the DS, but she spends too much time in there. But surprisingly still, I'm being forced to prove my superior is guilty. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. So she can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Oh my god! He has to walk back home, poor Edgeworth. Yeah, Emma's trying her best. Cheese. She's just trying too much. You, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, to be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Loose lips sink chips? She's desperate? Yeah. Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. Edgeworth is going on a losing streak against Wright, but he still wants to contest. He still wants to contest. Oh yeah. I think I know. I think I get it. Don't blame her. Her current situation isn't the easiest. 16. But yeah, you're right. She's in a bit of a pickle, and she's maybe nervous speaking. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's facts of life, impossible to stop it. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, what a bronze chill. There's got to be a story behind that one. Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt like she was looking out for me. Aww. If I would have been Edgeworth, I would have given up the moment here Phoenix is on defense. I don't know. They are rivals anyways. I mean, after all, they are rivals after all, so you want to beat your rival. It appears it was a mistake. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Oh my god, that face. Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense... What? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay, so you want me to examine the jacket again. Wow, this jacket... It's the same dialogue. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I never seen him wear it. Yeah, that's the same. Nothing changed. Let's see. So we talked to him. I don't know. We have been pointing out at the broken shield for a while, and it was delivered to him on the day of the murder. Maybe let's show him this? He also was annoyed about it. Yeah, I'm going to show him this. It feels like it has a connection to him, so it's the only thing that makes sense to me. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere. Right. Man, that face. I've lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive the broken shield. The police department? Yes, right to the police station downtown. 1 second. Be right back. I'm back, sorry. There was some music going on and I don't want to have copyright issues, so... Okay. You've been there, haven't you? Where? Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering about something. About your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about this award, for the better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Let's show him the knife. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, doesn't he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal, it's all about winning tomorrow. The day of the crime. Can you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Dude, having Lana write down the same stuff I'm writing down, it's kinda bothersome. Because it feels like I'm a nerd and this nerd is also doing the same, and I'm calling her dumb for doing the same stuff I'm doing. Oh, and another thing, a ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for the outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. Now, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Parking staff record of parking in the prosecutor's office in the prosecutor's office lots. Enter lot at 5:12 p.m. This is the parking staff from the underground lots. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Huh? Oh my god, another weird character. This is the weirdest character of them all. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, is anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. He's the goat? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I'm gonna stop saying sir every time because it will get obnoxious. I think I heard Edgeworth lead blow. Mr. Edgeworth leads isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trials tomorrow, so don't bring me anything that is unrelated. Sir, but I'm just following orders. They told me to bring you this. I wasn't aware of... Give me your name. Mickens. Officer Mickens. Right, Officer Mickens. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Wait a second. What's wrong with this officer's hand? Could this be the killer? Could this be the killer? Even though based on Black Lockhart comment, I doubt it, but he Mickens edgy boy mad? Lol. Oh, I get it now. Come on, man. Right. Yes, sir. He caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. He's the goat? Okay, I'll trust you. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to finally have calmed down at least. Is there any point on talking further to him? Nah, let's move on. Let's get on the move. Let's get on the move. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, let's get on the move. February 22nd. Police Department. Entrance. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi and the traffic wasn't that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? What a weird mascot, disturbing. Why does he ondulate like that? I agree. Oh wait, this is the blue badger. That looks so weird. It's like a clown, but what is the red thing on its hand? Lamau. Yeah, and it has a hand on the face. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know about the police? Don't disrespect him like that. I'll try my best. He's our savior. Oh man. Still does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. He noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey pal, what are you doing here? Okay, Gumshoe's not dead, but we knew that from the last stream because we found this, which is the victim card. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. Okay, let's talk, mate. Let's talk. The case. I'll give you one word, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Police mascot with a jester hat. That summarizes my country police squad, lol. Yeah, I think many countries have that same issue. Mine are, in some aspects, jesters too. In some not, but in some they are. But that's a long story that it's better not to get into. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. Agreed? Yeah. She says he summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal, there is plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? That's a good question. Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana's Sky sister. Wow, the chief prosecutor little sister. Dude, she's 16. Get off. Get off, Gumshoe. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's just a sensitive issue with us these days. The investigation. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. What? That's so unfair. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What did you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is the chief of the detectives. They are not letting any us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down, pal. There is anything else you could be doing. The chief of the police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall, the cowboy. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene, it's unheard of, pal. I mean, should we show him this one? In the end, it's a colleague of his. Do you think he can tell us something about Goodman? Maybe he knows why she would have a grievance against him and try to kill him. Let's show him this. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me in much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Bruce Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with... Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. Yeah, that was obvious. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more about Detective Gumshoe? Let's look at the clown. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing badger? It's my masterpiece? So he made it. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There is no switch, so it just dances and dances until the battery dies. So Gumshoe's pretty smart. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. A work of art designed by the chief of the detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Ah? How is that added to the court record? That's weird. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone look like the people in the posters. I think they hardly even look human. She has a point. I always get excited when it comes to police station. Why is that? I just feel like I've been jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is that exciting. Sure it is. Look at these two officers over there. Those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Mr. Wright, do you know why a patrol car is painted black and white? Ooh. Let's see some trivia here. No idea. Why? I think they are designed after a panda. A panda? Not that they have scientific proof. It's just a theory. No, girl, that's a hypothesis. That's a hypothesis. Theory is once you have proof of it. Do you mind me asking, how do you come up with this theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just had been to the zoo. What about zebras? Or did they not have those at the zoo? The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now. This girl is stupid, yeah. Behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. I am not going to waste more time with that. Let's talk. Oh, new dialogue option. So this belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal, Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. I heard... It's hard to say this, but... The word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana is confessing as much. Oh my god. Is there any point on showing him anything else here? How about... Wait. Ooh. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth caught himself peeling an apple. What Edgeworth's doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. This girl is just too obsessed with Edgeworth. She really wants to see Edgeworth like a cowboy or something. She's so obsessed. No, I want to show him the knife. Let's show him. Found in Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Envy? She wanted to be the prosecutor of the year, maybe? Wait, I didn't mean... Sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have a grudge against Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about that. About what's going on with Edgeworth. Let's show him the stuff. Okay, so this is just some info. Anything else? No. So we go back. Let's show him this found in Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. I'm skipping that. We already saw that. Let's try with this one then. Oh wait, let me check it. This... Aha! There was something in there. Hey, check it out. There is a metal plate here. It looks like the names of the all previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy is listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. Most evidence is 3D now? Yeah. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Okay. Let's show it to him. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, that's good. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there is a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he has forgotten. But I was proud about Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Talk. Edgeworth troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Ooh. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with the witnesses. Nothing outright, but there has always been whispers, rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They are practically shouting. But there is no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People says only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. Come on, people is so stupid. What? I know, but I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the prosecutor. No one wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Yeah, no shit. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on this case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling this case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy whose name was... the guy in the parking lot. Ah, that would be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of the police, Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, that's Jake Marshall. No, Jake Marshall, just a regular officer from West LA. For the moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction received from Detective Gumshoe allows the bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. He's such a good guy. I like this guy now. He's been a good guy since the beginning, but man, sometimes he can be pretty rough. So back to the parking lot. February 22, Prosecutor's Office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going on. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun slips. I'll see you in my dream tonight then, baby. Ooh, quite a raunchy conversation if you ask me. Ooh, the packing lady. Oh, still here? Hello. Why were you surprised? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? So she's like, you know, she has many boyfriends. Okay. Mika, you have a chance. She takes many men. I don't know if that's good to you, but you have a chance. What's wrong, Bambina? You look like a doggy that lost its herd. Jake Marshall. A strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Let's show him this shit so he leaves me alone. Just let me examine it. Hey, look there. It looks like something has been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, 20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Nah, man, I'm out. Yeah. I feel ya, man, I feel ya. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Okay. Look at this. Would you mind reading this for me? What is this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction for Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cowdog? This bastard! I hate him more and more every time. This character is so annoying. He's holding a birthday party or something. Huh? Look. Where it should say letter of introduction says invitation. I think he's just miswrote it. Wait, what? Why am I getting all the defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than blood tests. I guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me... Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene to be supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, let me tell you a story about a man with a gun and two snoopy lawyers trying to get in my turf. They turned around and they got shot in the back on the head to never be seen again. The clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. You have a chance, Mika? Nah, I'm with Mika. I could stay out of that. You never know what kind of nasty stuff is in there. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, let's have a hootie nanny. What is that? Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Nothing nasty? Man. I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. What are you doing? It's useful. Okay, let's talk to him again. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stopped here at 5:50 p.m. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Angel Star. One staff to the chest, a fine piece of work. This is the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was it my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case few years back, so there is no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted. That's the reason why he didn't do much work with Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to shout out high noon. It's high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you are a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot out for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason, we just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on it on the meantime. That's odd. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth. Huh? Edgeworth? That cowdog has been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the police chief. Man, this is random, but this is a hot take. To say that Sumire's alt look very mid compared to Yuri's and Sena's alt? I think that's a fair take, to be fair. Sena's alt looks freaking spectacular. For me, right now, is the best looking alt in the game. Like, no questions asked. Yuri is also really good quality. I would say above Sumire, yeah. But Sumire really looks good too. I think she looks fantastic. But compared to Sena, I mean, it's hard to compete with that. Where is it? How can you compete with that? I don't think it's possible. It's just so good. Just he doesn't realize. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Okay, wait, I lost chat. Okay, there you are, guys. I lost you for a second. So this is the place we checked already. Now we can finally check this. Let's look at the phone. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else who this could belong to. What is scientific about that? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. The game... I don't like when the game takes control out of me. That's not very nice. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? Okay, so this is really... Emma is really trying to replace Maya. I will not allow that. Maya is still the better character. I see, this series is popular as ever with the kids. What else? I'm not convinced that the strap is the only thing to be checked. Okay, now this is something. This phone is still on the radial screen. Radial? Stop hating on her for no reason? Nah, I'm not hating on her. I'm just poking fun. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all calls you've made and received. I used a flip phone once. I use a flip phone, but it wasn't mine. The first phone I owned was a Sony Ericsson that had the ability to take very bad pictures and to reproduce MP3 files. It had a very small screen. It was all black and orange. Then I had a Nokia phone without even a camera and with no colors or anything. I had that phone for like 7 years, and then I got a Samsung Galaxy S3 that I was using up to 2 years ago, and then I got the worst phone of my life, a OnePlus phone that I cannot even remember the model of. I hate this phone. It's the worst phone I ever had, and as soon as I have money, I will get rid of it. For each Emma hate comments, something in your fridge disappears. Oh no, my fridge is already empty. My first phone was a Nokia 6600. It attracts attention in public. Yeah, probably. I still have it in my drawer. I still have my old Nokia phone, and I still have my old Samsung S3. My Samsung S3 was such a good phone. But this freaking... what's the name? OnePlus Nord. Yeah, OnePlus Nord 2. That's the model. It's ass. I hate it. It's the worst phone I ever had. It's falling into pieces, and I'm super careful with it, and I don't know why it's so bad. I'm planning to buy a new phone this summer. Man, I'm planning to buy a new phone whenever I win the lottery, because at this rate, that's the only thing that can save me. My first phone was an iPhone 33. An iPhone 3, very average starter phone. I mean, iPhones are pretty expensive, I don't know about that, man, and RVM, I don't know what that means. OnePlus 5 was so good. Oh, I remember. OnePlus 5 was so good. Had it for 3.5 years. Before the battery died. Yeah, but OnePlus got bought by another company and the quality went down a lot. I hate this OnePlus phone I have. I'm never buying OnePlus again. If I get the money, I will buy a Samsung, and that's it. You just pressed the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, true. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know things like Radial. I'll buy the Poco F6 Pro once I get a job. Man, keep your fingers crossed, guys. The first week of April could be a turning point in my life. I just need to prepare thoroughly during the time I have between now and then, make a good impression on the client, and then things could change. Huh? I'm sorry. You never know with people from your generation. Black Lockhart, you cannot blame me for not liking Emma anymore. She's calling me old. I may be old, but I'm not stupid. She's calling me old to my face. That's not nice. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay. Why? No! I'm checking the phone. Ah, I misclicked and went back. Open the freaking phone. Why I cannot move the thing? I can only rotate the phone, but I cannot move the... What's the name? Oh man. I forgot the name of the thingy to look stuff closer. What's the name? Yeah, Poco is good. I have never owned a Poco phone. I have heard good about it. I'm gonna buy either OnePlus or Me. Check your fridge later. It is empty. It is empty. I have to go buy groceries in half an hour when we finish here. Poco F7 is the phone I have my eyes on this summer. I'll buy it, if not OnePlus. I do not recommend OnePlus. My experience with this OnePlus phone has been ass. It's falling apart. And I bought it 1 or 2 years ago. The thing to switch the volume from silent to vibration or not silent is not working. Works whenever it wants to work. The camera, it's fairly mediocre. The phone sometimes gets randomly stuck. The screen lock does not always work, so sometimes it's in my pocket and it activates alone. It has so many issues. I hate that fucking phone. Do not buy OnePlus. I cannot recommend it. I don't know, maybe I'm just unlucky and got a bad batch, but I don't know. Now to see who's the owner of this phone called Last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes buttons. OnePlus, let's go. It's called the alert slider. Yes, exactly. The alert slider doesn't work at all. It's a barely functional brick, this freaking phone, honestly. Beep. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Ha, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You press the radial on that. Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? That is my sister. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Looks like the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing it to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new phalangal ringtones. Oh, that's... I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. OnePlus is actually not available in my country anyways. Yeah, easy skip. Nice. OnePlus 13R. My current phone battery is melting. Oh man. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. You. I'm inside the rat of the Lone Star Patrolman. It doesn't even last 6 hours. Oof, that's bad. Property of Lana Sky, last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Okay, let's see, what else? This rope, is it? Yep, They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, seems to be working well. First phone I ever bought, still prefer high-end Android though. Had it roughly for 3 years. Yeah, if I could afford it I could get like an S24, a Galaxy S24. All the Samsung phones I have had have been just very good. I don't know why I got this freaking OnePlus. It was such a mistake, I should have stick to Samsung. Never heard iPhone users complain about Apple, first time seeing this. Be careful not to use those mega powerful chargers on phones because they'll make your battery last less in the long run. Yeah, there is a lot about that, but I could explain something about that, but I don't think I'm that qualified to talk on it. I know a little bit about how batteries work, but I don't know, I don't want to make a stupid mistake. Fundamentally, I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know. I don't want to look stupid trying to look smart, you know what I mean? I just got it to try iPhones since they are popular. Yeah, I just don't. I have an 80-watt charger. I play Blue Archive, bro. Yeah. They're easy to use and the UI is good. They seem smoother as well. I don't know, I have never owned an iPhone. My brother had an iPhone for work. Like his workplace gave him an iPhone and he hated it. My brother uses a 66-watt charger. It's not... I just used the charger that came with my phone. It's 120 watt. Okay, guys. It's not... Okay, the voltage that your charger gives you guys is what is adequate for your phone. The issue with fast recharge is that you're pushing a lot of electricity through your battery very fast, which can harm the battery in very rough terms. The other thing is that lithium ion batteries have something that the more battery cycles, recharge cycles you give to them, they get fatigue. So all batteries, nickel and cadmium batteries, had something that was called memory effect. So if you have a rechargeable battery and you didn't deplete it before you charge it completely again, they would progressively get less and less charge. Lithium ion batteries do not have memory effect, but they get fatigue. So the more you charge it, the worse it is. Yeah. Li-ion batteries, yes. If you charge them too much, they will get fatigued. That's why you have to try to squeeze the battery, but also completely squeezing them out of use is also bad for Li-ion batteries. So be careful with that too. And keeping them connected when they are fully charged, that's also bad. So be careful with that too. Ideally, you don't want to get your battery like under 30% and you don't want to keep it plugged all night. It's just a matter of good habits. If you only use social media, calls, texts, and maybe some games, not worth for anything else. Wait. iPhone is trash because you can pilot stuff, kinda, yeah. Yeah, Xiaomi 11T Pro, no customizability, restricted to Apple ecosystem, more expensive, you have to jailbreak if you want non-approved applications, just not that great. If you ask, if you, okay, yeah, I have 2 battery heavy games, Genshin, NBA. Yeah, better play on PC. Use the phone sparingly to play. Playing on the phones. They sell you the idea that you should game on the phones, and that's a bad idea. School emoji again, school emoji, Sheen, school emoji. Man. I think Reddit and YouTube drains battery too. Yeah, media consumption in general, especially watching videos, it's very consuming. Yes. They later there. Okay. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. I use PC for studies. Yeah, that's... Actually, do not put games in your computer, it will distract you. Yep, I completely agree. Do not install games in your PC. And too big for games. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. I don't play games, I don't have hobbies, only study, work and hit the gym. Damn, I couldn't say, I mean... I could have not guessed that, to be fair. You shitpost a lot. Every time I go to Twitter and to see if there is any news, there is there is one of your posts, Black Lockhart. But I'm glad to see that you lead a pretty healthy life. I'm glad to see that. GTA 5, Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, Forza, etc. I see. That's a lie, bro. What's a lie? What you wrote before? I used to go to the gym, then I moved to cities. Oh man. Yeah, the prosecutors get the big bucks. B block is through there. That's the park. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, Wright. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Ha! That's quite a weird design. Huh. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Indeed, I find it very creepy. Shame on you. If I had a job, I'd be your member. Aw, man. I appreciate the thought, Joe. I appreciate it. I don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be... Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. A block. This is the area reserved for the prosecutors. Defense attorney are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Dude, Emma is roasting us all the time. She called us old, she called us dumb, now she's calling us Flippy. She's calling us Burger Boy. Dude! Freaking Emma. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of dual purpose? Aha! That theory, the theory of relativity. It's €2. It's €2. YouTube. Oh, YouTube Premium. Oh, I thought you were talking about the memberships. YouTube Premium in my country. I don't know. I have never looked into it. Let me check it out. Try 1 month for free. Save money with family or student plans. Okay, so individual, so one person, you get 14 euros. You have to pay 14 euros per month to get YouTube Premium. Family plan is up to 5 family members. It's 26 euros per month. A student is 9 euros per month. That is what it costs. I'm thinking about getting a good phone, around 2k, and try to pay it in 2 to 3 months of salary, and then after that I'm free to do anything. I'm just waiting for a kind company to check my CV. Oh man, 1.6 euros or $1.7 in my country. Wait, my memberships, aren't they 2 euros? I'm pretty sure my memberships are 2 euros. Aren't they? Wait, membership. I don't know. How can I check that? Never mind. 3.84 euro individual, month 7.73 family. It's a lot cheaper in your country. After that, I plan on buying clothes, look for drawing and guitar, cooking, and maybe Japanese classes. Man, you have already invested all your money without even starting. 1.11 euros for your membership. That's weird though. I didn't know it varied depending on the country. That's interesting. Oh man. Aha, the theory of relativity. Well, I've got to write this down. Hey, maybe Mr. Wright, maybe you know what Mr. Relativity German was. German. Dude, Emma, come on. Mr. Relativity, are you sure that's his name? Yeah, I also plan on studying finances to multiply my money and invest for the future. 0.7 euros in my country, your subscription. What? That's so weird. I mean, that sounds fantastic that is so cheap to be honest, but I didn't know that YouTube could do that, because they allow me to set up the price for the membership. And I said, and the lowest they allowed me to put it was 2 euros. Steam does that actually? Yeah, I think they adjust pricing based on location. But I didn't know they would do that with memberships too. Huh. That's very interesting. Well guys, you have no excuse to not be a member now. It's pretty cheap. Nah, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see. Talk to this dude, Lana Sky. Okay, you know, Sherlock, I can join membership for 2 to 3 months since I have money on me right now. Come on, Mikan, don't worry. Do it only if you want to, but do not feel like you have to. I really appreciate the feeling, but I don't want it to be something that weighs on you. If you can put that money to better use, do that. I really appreciate it though. Cause 1.11 euros here can already feed you a full meal here. Man. So there is no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there is a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector's tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's just the dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who? I mean, I can join, but it's inconsistent on my end. Sometimes I have more money than I know what to do, or sometimes or sometimes just poor. I mean, look. What I do is a mystery from you guys. Well, yeah. First, you don't need to tell us what you do with your money. Second, well, it turns out that 1.11 euro for the channel membership was before the 11% tax. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So you guys are not seeing with the tax applied. Maybe that's the thing. But as I was saying, look, I really appreciate it if you guys feel like becoming members. I really do. But I also want you to be responsible with your money. Only do it if you don't think that money will matter otherwise. If that money doesn't change anything to you, will not affect anything in your lives, then do it. Because if you want to do it, feel free to. But if that money could buy you a meal, get you a bus ticket, something that could actually matter, you're better off using your money wisely. I know because I'm broke, so every euro counts. And that's why I want you also guys to be responsible with your money. So again, while I say become members so we can get more icons and all that stuff, you know, first and foremost is to be responsible with your money and to take care of yourselves. If you need to take care of yourselves, that's first. So guys, do not do something that you could regret in the future. I drove a car which made things worse. Yeah. Gas prices are not exactly the cheapest anywhere anymore. Officer Atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that's until he met you. Also, most of us here play gacha games. I don't think that's already a responsible choice. Well, put it this way, most of us are still free to play. So in that sense, that shows a lot of willpower and control, a great deal of control, because a lot of people start free to play and fall into the wailing because they feel like, oh, I'm falling behind, or I'm not getting all the characters, and people start wailing over their means. You guys being able to stay free to play shows that you have a great deal of control and that you actually do good use of your money. I buy monthly pass with my allowance. Well, I mean, you do what you gotta do. at least the monthly pass is not gambling. You are getting what you are paying for. I buy the selector ticket when I save my money. I see. Well, here's the thing. You remind me of that Twitch streamer who cuts woods. Someone super chat him and he returned the money saying he does this for fun and don't want money. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much on the same boat. Okay, guys, we have 3 minutes before the stream ends, so let's save here and let's talk about this for a second, because I think this is an important conversation to be had. I do this for fun. I've told you in the past, this is my hobby, I like it, and whether I make money out of this or not, it doesn't matter to me. Do I need the extra money? Yeah. I told you, I'm broke, I'm looking for a job, hopefully things will turn up in the first week of April and I'll be fine. But me needing money doesn't mean that you guys have to give it to me. That's stupid. Any person doing this kind of stuff, pretending to own the money of the viewers, it's dishonest. I'm doing nothing to earn your money. I'm having fun and spending my free time doing something I like with people that enjoys watching me do what I enjoy. So in the end, for me to push you to spend your money in a way that is highly responsible would be stupid. It would be dishonest, and I don't want that. That's why I said, take care of yourself first. Because no one is going to take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. You have to be responsible with your money, guys. The same way I sometimes see, oh, okay, I got a little bit of extra money. I save it. Every little bit of extra money I come by, I save it. Because with those savings, I can do something useful. But if I were to spend every euro that came into my hand, I would have nothing. So it's important to be responsible with your money. And that's why, guys, again, do not become members if that money is actually meaningful to you. If you have money to throw away at the screen, be my guest, but do not do it if it's not the case. If I like a game and I want to be able to play comfortably, I only play whatever when I'm trying a game out. Well said, sir. Wise words of Sherlock. And guys, I'm not trying to look like a good guy. I told you, I'm the way I am. I'm not putting a mask for you. I'm not trying to be like, oh, the nice guy on the internet. I'm an asshole. I've told you that in the past. I'm hypercritical. I don't have a filter. Many times I end up offending people because I speak in a way that not a lot of people like. But that doesn't deter me from saying what I think it's true. I feel like today, in today's world, we have to tread our words with so much care that is stupid. I feel stupid when I try to avoid every eggshell that I can. It's walking permanently on eggshells is so stupid and I hate it. And that's why I don't. I just am the way I am. And sometimes, yeah, it can be a little bit shocking sometimes for some people, but you know, I prefer to be honest and be myself rather than put in a character and then when the character falls, everything falls together. It's not worth. Be what it be. Even if we never become a big channel, even if we always stay between 6 and 20 people when I stream Blue Archive, we have been reaching 20 people. It's fine. I'm doing this because I like it. So yeah, guys, it's just that. Just be responsible with yourselves because no one is gonna take care of you if you're not. I call you words worth. Your words are worth it. Oh man, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys understand what I mean. It's, don't worry, Sherlock. We like you as honest asshole than being a fake good guy. Nah, man, I'm not a fake good guy. I'm just very. I don't know. I have this strong sense of responsibility, and that doesn't make me perfect, but I don't know. It's weird, you know. Sometimes I even go too far with it, but who knows? Life is so weird right now. Even just saying stuff like this, being honest, people will think. Some people will hear it and say, "Oh, he's just being a fake good guy, or he's just pretending." Or, no, I told you. Do I need the money? Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to give it to me. I'm not giving you money if you need it. I don't have money to give you, and I couldn't. So, guys, it's just what is fair, you know. It's stupid to pretend that you owe me anything. You don't owe me anything, and I don't owe anything to anyone watching. It's just a fun time for everyone. I'm having fun. You guys are having fun. That's it, and I like it this way. But guys, it's been, I don't know how everyone will react to this, but I learn something from Sherlock every week. Well, we can control how other people perceive us. Anyways, yeah, that's true. I'm working on that. So, you know, sometimes we obsess too much about what people think. We owe you a new dishwasher because you're the goat. Man, oh man, next week, remember me to tell you guys the story about the dishwasher. There is a pretty funny and wholesome anecdote related to dishwasher. Just remember me, guys, to tell you that anecdote next week. It's pretty wholesome. It was really heartwarming. But guys, with that, it's time for me to say goodbye. It's been 2 hours and a little bit more. I'm running late. I have to go get groceries so I can actually have dinner. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you guys learned something or not. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.